Hey Southeast Georgia, today is August 21st, 2020, and today I'm here with Miss Tatum Thrift Walker, and she is going to talk to y'all about Joseph Manning, which is your son, correct?
Yes.
And she's just going to explain to y'all what has happened.
Hey guys. Well, everybody's been asking me to come out here and be interviewed, so I felt like letting these guys do it because I've really been watching their videos and they're very down to earth, and I trust them. So, you know, the news media, if you ain't Fox News, you don't tell the truth anyway. So they're very objective on both sides. They give everybody an opportunity to talk and say their side. So that's why I felt like it was a good idea for me to let them do this. So we're going to start with Joseph. Everybody knows before Joseph's accident that he was a very athletic young man. He had a lot of friends. He didn't just play football. He was a almost second-degree black belt. He was a marksman, could shoot. I mean, he could about outshoot me. He still says he can outshoot me, but I don't believe that. I have to see about that. But on December 31st, 2018, me and my husband got ready. We were going out to New Year's. We didn't hardly ever go out, so my uncle was actually doing karaoke, so we decided to go. Well, Joseph was home. That was about 10:30 when we left. We got home that night. I'm kind of letting y'all know what happened up to when I found out exactly what's happened. But when we got home that night, I noticed that his dog was outside his room, and Sadie was a puppy at the time. So we put her in the bed with us, and Michael said, well, he's gone to bed. And he would always lock his door. That was nothing that was, you know, out of the way, because he was a teenage boy and he just thought he had to have privacy. But now if I really wanted to get in his room, I could. So the next morning, well, it was actually about 11, 12 o'clock, we knocked on the door and told him that New Year's Day food was ready, because everybody knows Joseph likes to eat. Well, he didn't answer. Well, my mom had walked outside. I'm going to try to make this not too long of a story, but to kind of explain to y'all what actually happened. When she walked outside, she happened to look up, and his window was up in his bedroom, and there was a trophy stuck in there. Well, I initially thought he's just gone off and he's riding with Jude or Connor. He's riding, everybody knows they were best friends too. He's probably just riding his, you know, ATV, whatever, his dirt bike, because everybody knows Joseph could ride a dirt bike. Well, about that time, we got a phone call, or I got a text, but I know who it was. They pulled up at the house, and I'm not going to put all the names out there yet, because mine is, you know, it's got lawyers involved. It's got a lot of different things. I can't really say names now, but most people know who it was. They come to my house, and she told me, you need to get down here now. When I got down there, when me and my husband got there, my parents pulled up right before us. Joseph was laying on a mattress. This is the whole true story. Look, Joseph was laying on a mattress underneath the barn. Okay? Joseph was barely breathing. He was laid there. You could tell he had dry blood in his nose. They still didn't call 911. Now, I want this to be clarified right here. These unhumanly people, this trash, and I'm calling you trash, you know who you are, did not call 911 on my child. He was laying there, okay? His clothes were changed. He had urinated on himself, okay? Now, why did you change his clothes? That's what I want to know. Why didn't you call us? Okay. From that point on, my dad called 911. Okay, they got there. The ambulance had to take him down to Swamp Road Baptist Church, and they had to airlift him. Okay, he went to Shands. On the way there, now I found this out, this was after everything, that they couldn't get him intubated because the blood was so bad in his. They finally, God, got him intubated, and they got him to Shands. They told me he was brain dead. The neurologist called me on the way down there. He says, Joseph's not going to make it. I don't see it happen. I said, you do everything you can for my son, because I'm going to pray from here all the way there. I believe it, because, y'all, my son had laid there 12 to 14 hours. He had laid there. I really believe, and that's, my faith was so strong, because if you lay there that long and God saves you and he don't take you, I really believe that God's got your back. So we stayed there for, I don't even get into all the hospital stay out. You can follow that on Joseph Strong or Justice for Joseph on the Facebook groups or Facebook pages, because this is more about the justice here. But everybody knows he was in a coma for 6 months before he came out of it. He can talk, you know, he talks very clearly. He's a mama's boy and a dad's boy. He's Michael's baby too. But he doesn't like to talk about the night, but now I'm going to go to talk about the night because that hasn't really been come out and said. Number one, for all you out there that has heard he fell from a barn, Joseph never fell from a barn. Joseph, the story was told that he fell from a barn for a cover-up. Okay? The EMT that showed up on the scenes, the first thing they said when they told her that he fell from a barn, she says, "You are a liar." Okay, I'm going to go and I'm probably going to get some pictures and I'll probably send it to Unedited Real Talk so they can actually see the barn and see what I'm talking about. Because when you live in the South and you have a barn, you know, I actually did a video, showed you ours. Theirs is way bigger, like higher up, like 2-story. Okay, number one, the barn was locked. There was only 3 people who knew where the key was. One of the girls that had the key said, "How was it unlocked when she had the key?" Because you had to unlock it with the key. My husband even walked up there and looked. Okay, there's cement at the bottom. There was no blood on the cement. Okay, if you fall from a barn and hit cement, what's the first thing gonna happen? Even if you skin your elbow or something, you're gonna see blood. Okay, when they opened him up, he had no bruises, no marks. The only thing Joseph had was marks on his knuckles, where like he'd been in a fight, and where he had been hit right here on the side of the head. Okay, so the truth has come out, and you know who you are, and you know what you did to my son, and you know you got in trouble. And I'm not going to mention your name, and I can't say exactly where you are because people are going to know who it is, because I'm going to get justice for my son. I'm going to get it the right way. But Joseph got in a fight that night, and Joseph was hit in the head after the person who jumped on him thought they was a big bad boy and got his tail whipped. Okay, he got hit in the head, and then you covered it up. And all them that's there, most of them, the mama that bought all the alcohol for the kids that were there at the party, that you've had numerous parties before, you hit it. Y'all threw his cell phone. We found it though. People have come out and told the truth, but they're scared because y'all have threatened them. But guess what? I'm not scared, and you can't threaten me, because anybody that knows me knows I'm a full-blood thrift, and you don't scare me at all. So, and you might live on Swamp Road, but when the truth comes out, you might want to pack up and leave, because you're going to jail for what you did. Because I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to go all the way up. And I've got 4 lawyers that tell me that's what we can do. Because y'all are going to pay for what you did to my son. It was wrong. He deserves justice. You don't have to sit every day and watch him brainstorm. A lot of people don't understand what that is. It's where he gets intense and he gets stressed out and he sweats and his blood pressure goes up. You know, I dropped everything for him, and I'll do it again because he's my son. But what is why won't y'all come forward and tell the cops? If you don't want to tell the cops, if you don't want to tell me, and I'll protect you. If you don't want your name known, that's fine. I've got enough lawyers and enough people that we can talk about it and it never be mentioned. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to my family. A lot of y'all know my dad, Luther III. If y'all can reach out to him, y'all know he's a Christian, loving man. And he would do anything to protect somebody. We just want justice. We want justice for what's right and what has been done to Joseph. You know, it was all over. And there was a girl that picked him up that I knew, picked him up from the house. Okay, they tried to say Joseph brought liquor. How did Joseph bring liquor when Joseph was only 15 years old at the time? I knew how much money was in his wallet. First of all, you can't buy a thing of Fireball that big with $4 daggum dollars. I'm not stupid. And I've been told by several other people that this woman has allowed parties to go on there. I'm not going to mention this girl's name, but her mom actually came and had to get her. She was laying against a tree. She had urinated on herself. She had threw up. She had almost, what do you call it, alcohol poisoning, but she had threw up in her own vomit from alcohol. And when her mom got down there to get her, this woman was coming up with bags of alcohol for these underage teenagers. They still throwing parties. They're not doing it at that barn no more because we put a stop to that. But I know you still throwing the parties, and everybody thinks, oh, Tatum was being quiet. Tatum hadn't said nothing. Tatum hadn't went and beat her down. I'm almost 40 years old now. I could probably still whip her. That's not the point. The point is, I'm doing this by the book. I'm doing what's right for my son. I have to be there for him, and I have to do for him. So, and I own businesses. I can't go act like a juvenile delinquent, even though I really want to. It's not that point. It's the point that I know y'all that was at that party. I know everybody was there. I know the whole list. Y'all sitting here saying, I wasn't there, I didn't do this. I know y'all that's hiding stuff. I know that y'all say, but why are y'all scared of a big old bully? I mean, why are y'all scared? You know, and I know one of y'all says this person's in a gang. I don't care. I live on Swamp Road. There ain't no gang gonna scare me. Okay? I mean, we got alligators in our backyard. Does it look like we scared of a gang? Y'all are from South Georgia. This boy right here had to hit my son in the head and leave him laying for dead because, I ain't gonna say the word, but y'all know what he is. It's a 4-letter word, and I'm not gonna say it on TV because I'm a lady. But the good word for it is, I guess, sissy. But I'm not gonna say the other word. But all I'm saying is, y'all, please, and if y'all wanna watch Joseph's story, go on my Facebook group pages. He has Joseph Strong. He has Justice for Joseph. He has the Facebook pages, Justice for Joseph, Joseph Strong. He has Instagram. He has a YouTube, Joseph Strong. And that's what I want y'all to do. But I want y'all to know, foremost, he did not fall from a barn. The people who are telling you that this child fell from a barn, their mama is looking y'all in the face here on Unedited and calling them a bunch of liars. He never fell from the barn. Okay? Anybody that has any information, please come. I will protect you. One of my lawyers, well, everybody knows my godfather's Dean Strickland, but he's not actually doing this case. It's a guy out of Savannah, but you can go talk. Sean Simmons actually works for him. You can call. Everybody knows Sean Simmons. He's crazy. He's a mess. You know, you can contact him, and you know he is down to earth. He will sit down. He will talk to you. He will protect you. That's what I want you guys to do. I want people to understand. Kids, do not go out there. Listen to your parents. Do not go out there. Do not think people are your friend. These are people my son thought was his friends, but they were jealous of him. Okay? Jealousy is the root of all evil, and I'm telling y'all. Okay? But I'm looking at all y'all out here before I get off on here, and I'm telling y'all right now, you ain't gonna shut me up. You ain't gonna scare me, because I'm a full-blood thrift. I've been said that before. You're not gonna scare me. I don't care if you in a gang. I don't care if you 400, 500 daggum pounds. I'm coming for you. And I promise you, you're going to wish that I was back to my old ways and I'd slap you upside the head besides come after you with the law and the lawyers, okay? Because I'm coming for you, and I'm not going to stop if I got to go all the way to the White House. So, any of you that's holding back information, if you don't tell it, and I know it, and I find out of it, your name will be involved, because this is wrong. This boy has laid up for 1.5 years now, and he has to watch his best friends go out on the football field and play football, and he can't play no more. But I know y'all have no remorse. But God says vengeance is his, and God don't like ugly. So please, y'all got the names or whatever. So I want to thank Unedited Real Talk, and make sure you go follow their page, guys. They're really good, and I really appreciate this.
Yes, ma'am. This is Tatum Thrift Walker discussing her son Joseph Manning. If you know anything, seen anything, heard anything, she just told you all who to contact. You can do it anonymously, or you can do it however you want to do it. But we